Let me hear you say ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da. Crazy at this thing called love. Just what I've been dreaming of. And I can never figure out, oh, how you do the things you do. Is why I'm so in love with you. I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future in me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. If I met you in another life and you asked me to be your wife, with grace and a smile I say, yeah, always now and forever. You be my one and only lover. Cause I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future in me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba da.
Good morning. Welcome to Tune Commander Glapohkpa Chesson Talk Show, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. We woke up to this beautiful Friday morning, rain or shine, July 14, 2023. What do we have happening in the news in our world? Well, in Liberia, we know that George Weah's trip to Israel is an issue, especially on the internet, where people are talking about him returning to Liberia with IT specialists who are Israelis. Are they going to participate in our election? This is the question. 2, our Senate suspends the LCC nominees. There were 4 or 5 nominated to replace the head of the anti-corruption bureau or agency or department, whatever they have over there. And this new slate of officers were being confirmed by the Liberian Senate. But apparently, they have not disclosed their assets. Although other people did not do it, now the Liberian Senate is requiring these nominees who are going to be the new officials of the Liberian Anti-Corruption Commission to disclose their assets. Also in the news, 18 youth in Nimba County have been poisoned with goat meat. We'll talk about that. Also, the Public Works Minister and other contractors under him or her have been advised by the Senate or the legislature that the next time they appear before them about this road issue in Liberia, they better have their lawyers with them. Are they contemplating putting the public minister and their contractors in jail? Also, yesterday Samuel Twell lied to the Liberian people. He told the Liberian people that the African Development Bank was giving us a $444 million loan for a coastal highway. And we come to find out this is all a political trick. He lied. The African Development Bank came out and stated that it's a lie, that they have never gotten into any arrangement with the finance minister of Liberia. So eventually Samuel Twell had to come back on the air and apologize to the Liberian people. So this is where we are with our government. Let me go to my correspondent in Liberia, Mr. Samuel Walker. Let's delve into this matter a little more. Sam, what's up?
Yeah, good morning, Raw. Thank God it's Friday.
TGI.
Yeah, and thank God that somebody will expose himself
As a liar?
with a lot of lies. This is not the first time lying to the people.
Useless Minister of Justice. You know, these country boys, you know, these people are country people. These country native people. I won't say native people. I didn't mean to say native people. Because native people are different from the country people. You know, our native people are sensible people. Our native people are patriotic people. Our native people are clean people. These are all useless country people who got running our government. We don't know who they are, man. They are rogues. They are murderers. They are liars. They are just pure bandits. How would Samuel Twell come and just lie to the Liberian people, the Minister of Finance, just come and lie to us, blatantly lie to us and tell us that the African Bank in Ivory Coast has approved a $444 million loan for us. And the people themselves heard it and come and said I lie. And Sam?
It was just on a campaign message. So they lied too much in the campaign messages. So it caught up with him.
That's pure lie. That's pure lie. Ain't got nothing to do with campaign. These people been lying to us ever since. What about the mop up? The $25 million mop up? The same Sam Twell say he gave the people. He called all the people, and the people said that they don't know anything about $25 million loan. And how you say you get the people money, and the people say they don't know about it, and that today this man has not accounted for our $25 million. I mean, I would just give up money to that. And you see, this is Liberian people problem. We are the cause of all this. We are the cause, Sam.
True.
How will all this massive stealing be going on? This massive lie, and we accept it as a normal course of business. That just shows the extent to which our society is damaged. We are damaged goods. All of us, we damaged goods. Because when our entire society see what is wrong going on and we accept it, not only we accept it, we tolerate it as something usual, as business as usual. How can our country survive, man? And that's my topic for this morning. That is in there saying, you know, when the people find no problems with their leaders continue stealing, lying, and deceptions, and elect them time and again to positions of trust, are there any hopes for better lives among such people? And I said, can we hope for any better life? When we see the people stealing, they're lying, they're deceiving us over and over, not one time, continuously. And we don't do nothing about it. We keep silent about it. We just talk about it, yo, and let it pass. And let the people steal our money. Let the people steal our resources. Let us steal everything we own. It has been going on from time immemorial, Sam. Like somebody said, because other people did it and we let it go, we still let it go. It's in our laws. Huh? Look at George Weah. They just came from Israel. They went to Israel to look for people to tamper with our election. Now the whole truth is coming out. They went to people found IT technicians to come and work in the government here. We don't know whatever CDC or they're going to have them work with the government. It's against our law. If they're going to work with the government, it's against our law. For these people to even participate in any aspect of our election, it's against the law. It's against our law. When other parties do not have the ability to bring foreigners to help them, why would one party be allowed to do that? It's against our law further states that foreigners cannot participate in our election. They can't. So why would foreigners be allowed to participate with parties? That's an unfair advantage to the other political parties. If these people allow George Weah then to bring the Israelis, the Russians are here, they brought the Russians the last time. We can't do this. If the CDC government is so ignorant and backwards that they do not have the sense to do computer and thing on their own, they got to go bring foreigners, and the other parties are not doing the same thing, there's a problem. There's an unfair advantage that CDC has. They got cease and desist. But the Liberian people will sit down and take all this bullshit, man. We know it's wrong. We know, all of us know it's wrong. We know foreigners can't come and participate in our government. Foreigners can't come and participate in our election, no matter what we're doing. Foreigners cannot, white people, brown people, who not black people cannot come in our government and participate in it. They can't. People who are not Liberian citizens cannot participate in our election. They deny us, in the diaspora, from participating in our only election. Then they bring in the Israelis and the Russians into our country. Our people are stupid. Our people are blind. Our people are backwards. Our people have no sense of justice and fairness. Because our people have sense of justice and fairness, they will know that George Weah behavior is against not only against the law, it's against justice and fairness for all Liberians. So why are we tolerating it? Why are we tolerating it, Sam? I just want to know, why are we tolerating it? Why are we letting these people treat our government and our system of democracy with disrespect? Because of disrespect, when you're the leader of the country and you know the laws and you blatantly decide to violate it time and again, something is wrong. You blatantly blatantly steal openly. And say, don't mind the people, but they will not say nothing, let's just steal. Is it because our people so ignorant? Is it because our people so dumb? The concept of the people so stupid? Why? Why would these people just jump out and do things against our law, against our societal norms? Why? Why? Maybe you got the answer. I don't know.
Liberian people should I say ignorant or just lazy in fighting for themselves. They accept just anything.
But it can't go on forever.
They can't continue. That's true.
We complain and say the people in 1847 did that. In 1850 they did that. In 1818 they did that. In 1900 they did that. We complain that the people in 1950 did that. We complain that the people in 1960 did that. We complain that Tobo then did that. We complain that Doe did that. And we still complaining saying, why? Why? Are we just the people to complain?
Complain, don't take action.
Even if we take action, the action doesn't amount to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't amount to nothing. It doesn't change anything. Huh? Where does it lead us? Where does it take us? We harm ourselves, man.
Our mind and attitude has sprung this. Our mind and attitude.
Sam, my job is just to help to enlighten my people.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, Elder Common said we can't do the same thing. We'll accept different result. And he's doing the same thing. It's just that I don't believe in all kind of things. I don't believe in one man leadership. I don't. No matter how good that man is. I don't. I believe in a team. I believe in people coming together and seeing the need for diversity of leadership. Because you can't just follow one man's views. It may sound good, but he may not be able to envision everything that is attached to this. And since I mentioned a vision, I want to take a few minutes to talk about my people in the Buddha Bureau refugee camp. Sam, this is the foundation of unity we always talk about. You see, before I did this football tournament, I had this. I wanted to do it ever since, but I didn't have the team then, like I got now in Ghana. It's not me alone. That's why you need God in everything you do. Because without God, it can't work. God gave me a team of dedicated people that believe not only in what I tell them, but they believe in themselves. They believe in themselves. And when you gotta have a team of people like that, you are blessed. Look at how many of us send money to Liberia to people to do things. It never come to any fruition. Things never end up good. So you never have a team. One man can't do it. You need a team. So fortunately for me, the team on the Buddha, Sam, you're shaking your thing, you're hurting people's eyes. Why you keep moving the thing up and down? You got your camera in your hand?
Yeah.
Well, you got to set it down somewhere, man. You get moving up. You're hurting people's eyes. I must say, I'm looking at you, I just see you going back and forth. You got to be stable. So, these are the things we're talking about now. You got to have a team. When the people call me in, like when people call me in Ghana, I didn't know nobody in Ghana when Sam called me. I'm not Sam, I mean Roland. When Roland called
Roland.
me in Ghana, I didn't know nobody in Ghana. But through our interaction and us giving him their assignment to do, I said, do this, and he did it. Do that, and he did it. I said, well, let's try bigger things. And one thing I knew about him, he was sincere about money. And that's the biggest thing for people in our community. You can't trust people with money. You can't trust people. People, as soon as you get them money, they got all kind of, it hasn't been going on, it hasn't just started. It started years ago. People go to America, they send money to people in Liberia. You come home, that money goes somewhere else. It's not for you. They're not used the money for something else. So to find people to trust, it's hard. So as I work with Roland Sonjoloka, in this young man proved to be trustworthy. He didn't lie about money. He didn't lie about what he wanted to do. When I gave him assignment, he did it. We started all small, and he did it. So I said, well, let's do bigger things now. Then I connected with a young girl too, Gifty. Gifty is the young announcer on the camp. She's the radio announcer. All the kids intend to go to college, but they just got no college on the camp there. They're high school graduates. But they're smart. They're dedicated. So we started working together. And just to build the school, I sent Roland thousands of dollars. He didn't eat the money. He did exactly as I told him. There was something he didn't believe. I was telling him now, like, our building. After he fixed the school, I had to fix somewhere for him to stay. He couldn't be living in a one-room shack. So I built a little room for him. I built a whole place for him with barbed wires and everything to protect him. He didn't want to put a barbed wire there. He said, well, the Ghanaian people. But now he thanking me. He said, Dad, I'm so glad I did it. Because now he got his security. People can't just break into his house like that. He got gate, he got door, he got everything to his house. He came from one room. Now he got a house with a little living quarter and place to put his water, place to put his bathroom, his toilet. So when I saw all of that, I said, well, this kid is progressive. He can do other things for the community. He's a community leader. And he cared about his community. So we started investing more. So when you invest thousands of dollars in a man like that, and the man do his job. And he's happy to have a job. Now he has a full-time job. He running his school. He came from not having a job to running a school. What more progressive can you be? You see, and people be jealous around there. I know he got a lot of jealous people around him because people don't let see people progress like that.
They will always be human beings.
Yes. So we decided to do the tournament. He, Gifty, and myself. And look how they turned it and did it. And now the whole camp is alive. And Gifty just told me this morning that the $250 that the camp team won, they have taken that money and bought themselves 2 new sets of jersey and football. And this was what we dream about. When I call Sunrise Forever Leadership and asked them for this money to work with me to have this tournament. When Mrs. Howard, Alice Howard, and I talked, we're on the same page. And you see, this is what educated people with light thinking do for our country. It's not about politics. It's about changing lives, raising the consciousness of our people through works, not through bullshit talking, through works. By doing things to show the people, hey, we're not talking. We show you that when you do this, it will lead to this. And when me and Mrs. Howard talked, Alice Howard, we talked, and I told her, I said, Alice, we got to change our mentality of the people in the camp. She said, yes. I said, and these are the things they need. She said, Chesson, I'm in there with you. She said, I'm sure my board will agree with it. My wife, Karen, is on her board. So Karen knew what I was doing right away. So my wife knew what I was doing. And she agreed with it because we joined. The Chesson family is doing it. So when we told Alice, my wife didn't have to talk to Alice. I talked to Alice and she said, Chesson, what are you doing? And while we were talking, she said, and besides that, Chesson, what you want to do with build the minds of the people? It will bring them together. I said, Alice, you got what I'm thinking. You're telling me exactly what I'm thinking. Because when people work together, when people are honest and do things to advance people's lives, it brings people together. It brings people together. Now, our people we have a community of leaders that are so deceitful and corrupt and useless. Our people don't know who to believe. So when I was telling them I would give you $200, they saw the trophy and all of that, but they didn't believe the money. Yeah, I was going to $200, they made $250, they may got to give. They still didn't believe. They played and everything with the hope, but they were saying, you're going to give that money. Now they got the money. They know that $200. I told them I was going to get them water. Water is not free on the camp. Water is very expensive. I told them I was going to give it to them for half price. I was going to give it to them. People need help. I don't have. But when I got a little more than what I need, I got to reach down and give it to people. Sam, in Liberia, where I went through in the coup and after the coup, and how they hunted us down in Liberia. Huh? Government official children. You know that. People stood up for me. You are in Banga. I didn't suffer in Banga. I didn't need ma and pa in Banga. The Banga people didn't attack me. The Banga people treated me with love. I could come to your house. I could go to the Yates. I could go to any. I could go to where were they born? A lot of people in Banga, man. I don't want to think of the born name of mine, but I can't think on it right now.
Was that the Peabody family?
Mm-hmm.
The Peabody family, the robbers?
The Peabody,
the
robbers, all the different families in there, the prominent families in that area, in Banga. And besides that, the people in Senior Town. Sam, I used to run through Senior Town every morning playing basketball. I was a star basketball player. Every morning I used to exercise. I didn't wait for my team. I didn't wait for Cotton College team to exercise. I played basketball in Monrovia. I played basketball all over, so I had to stay in shape constantly. As I try to stay in shape now, I'm a soldier. I stay in shape constantly. So in the morning or Cotton, I used to run through Cotton through the Senior Town, or the towns near Cotton, up the hill there, run through Senior Town, run through all the places there, and Patawi, the waterfall. Then I come the way you go through the town and you come all the way around and you come back on the campus. I used to do that. It was 5 miles every morning. Every other morning I get up, I run. So all the kids in Senior Town knew me. When I run, all of them yelling, yeah, they're running behind me. Yeah, we're running. They're running behind me. You know they care, huh? Our basketball star, they used to see me on the court playing basketball. So when they see me running through the town, all of them come on and start running with me. Then I run to the end of the town and they would stop. But all of them were running with me. So these were my people. These people protected me. These children protected me after the coup. They didn't know they were protecting me. But running with me and yelling and all that, hey, Chesson, all the thing gave me some protection. And that's why I do all these things. I gotta have $1 million to do it. I know the need of my people. I see the people sitting down stagnant. I look at the camp, they ain't got no jobs. They ain't got nothing. That camp need to be changed. It need to be transformed. We don't have to wait for government to get jobs. We can make jobs. We can create jobs where we live by doing things, by having people invest into us. We got Liberians here who want to give people money, but they don't know who to get the money to. You see, there was some rise forever see that are doing all these projects. I don't lie about it. They see that I do it. I don't go to government for money. I don't go for grant. I don't go pay people for money. No. I got $50. I look at my brother and say, Mama, give me a $50, $100, Mama, give me $25, man. That's how I do my thing. Ask anybody about my leadership in the community. Whenever we go to community meeting, I tell all the leaders, don't come to meeting with our money. You got to come to money. You want to lead? That's responsibility. Leadership is responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
We can't wait for the people to do it. So now we got to take the initiative. That will make us leader. We're not there to rip the people off. We're there to understand, to teach the people that working together give us opportunities that government can't provide for us. Now, right now, people calling me from the Buddha Brown refugee camp. The camp is alive. The women, the old timer want to play old timer keyboard game. The camp is alive. Now the team that won, the camp team went and bought 2 sets of jerseys. Why do you think they bought the 2 sets of jerseys? Because they're gonna stay together. Now they got a trophy. That trophy can go somewhere. When I go in somebody's house, all of them want that trophy. All of them want to be identified with that trophy. So that trophy will be put in a public place and all of them can identify with it. So when you see team come together and buy a new team uniform and buy a new ball, there's no intention in them to break away. They are saying, let's come together and strengthen ourselves. We may have other opportunities to play kickball, other places. So we don't wait for the time to play kickball before we get ready. Now, if they were sitting there waiting and just drinking and having fun and not practicing the kickball, they wouldn't have won this $250. You see, camp team were more united than ever, or all the other teams. You see how the picture they took a group picture, united like a team. That demonstrated that they were disciplined, that they had structure. None of the other teams took pictures like that. Camp team were the only team that came together and all of them sat down and knelt down with each other and took a team picture. So that shows leadership. That shows organization. That shows a team with direction. And that's why they won the tournament. You see, because they had all of that, plus being good players. And when now they have won, you see what they're doing with the money. They're not taking the money, they're finding the money. Say, you take. I thought that was one of the things they were going to do too. And that wouldn't have been bad if they got them to go back to school or something like that. But
they had their own plan.
Yeah, they said, no, when this money, we'll buy a uniform. Now they got 2 good uniforms. They can go anywhere and play as a professional team. You see? And that just shows the mentality of the people. Because when people see you like a professional team, people will gravitate towards you. People like winners. And when they see you like a winner, they will gravitate towards you. When you go out there, you like a loser and things like that. Nobody wants to see a loser. And this is the same thing. All these things translate into the Liberian society. All these things translate to our society. This is what happened in our society today. Our society needs a lift. We need leaders that will bring joy and happiness to the Liberian people, will bring hope to the Liberian people. That's what we need Liberia today. These people leading us have depressed our society. When you steal, you lie, you don't bring the people no hope. You depress the whole society. Now we don't know who to believe. You believe the people that lie to us. Look at all the lies that people have told us. They put airplane on kick. They say the guy airways. Eh? They say they bring in hospital. They bring in coastal highway. Wow, all these lies, man. It depressed our souls. Then we got no food. Everything you bring, you steal. Everything you bring, you steal. Then you bring it, you say you own it. Not the government. And our government don't own nothing. All these people own everything. How that can happen? That just shows that the system is broken down. And the people cannot be happy. The people can never be happy like this. The people can never learn about unity and unification. Because we don't know who to trust. The leaders we got are not trustworthy. They are gangsters and bandits. You trust them, you will die. You will suffer. Because they will be wearing suits and tell you to go buy Papa slippers. Because you have nothing else to survive with. And these are the people we're dealing with in our country. People that don't give us hope. People that don't give us this desire to want to get up in the morning to change our lives. You see, and when we give these people, we'll give our people this kind of hope just by being trustworthy, just by being truthful, just by doing what we say we do, doing it. We'll change our society. But when our government lied to us, the people in our civil society lied to us, the people in our church lied to us. We have nothing but these people. And that's why our people can't trust nobody. That's why me and Alice Howard decided to put up this money. Because we knew that our people would not believe that Liberians would put $250 in a cup and give it to people for championship match. That's why I told them, I said, no. Many people suggested second place. I said, no, I want to second place. Because second place, you just split the money. If we had split that money, they wouldn't have been able to buy even one jersey, one set of jersey. Because one set of jersey is almost like $1,000. So you get $250, $1,000 Ghanaian money. So if you get about $250, that's about 2,000, 2,500, something like that. I don't know that money, but I know that a huge sum of money, Ghanaian money, and they said it. They said it's a huge sum of money. So let them go and benefit. There are 11 on the team. That money, you see, and this is the kind of thing we need to transfer to our government and society. Because right now, we the people are too dependent on the government. Just how our government is too dependent on the U.S. So dependency flow down the hill like shit, shit that flow down this hill. You ever heard that?
Mm-hmm.
Everything bad flow down the hill, man.
Yeah.
So
they wash away down the hill.
Yeah, it comes down the hill. It falls on us. And you at the bottom of the hill, it sticks on your head. It ain't gonna move. So we can change these things. Why? We can take our dependencies from government by working with each other, by looking to people who can help us and having people in the community who we trust, who we trust. Because when people are willing to give us money, they're giving us money to do programs, to do activities in the community. You see? But when everybody working for government becomes an entity of corruption. Whereas there are good and decent people in the community who are trustworthy. When you get them money, they will take it and do exactly what you tell them to do. But also, Sam, you have to remember one thing. You cannot give people money and expect them to do things without giving them the per diem to do the work. You yourself here, you're working with me. Anytime I send you somewhere, I give you extra money, right?
Mhm.
You gotta ask me
Yeah.
for it. You gotta ask me for it.
Mhm.
I know that if I tell you, Sam, I want you to go to Monrovia to do a report, and you tell me, oh, Rod, the transportation is 50 cents. I know I can't just send you 50 cents. I gotta send you at least 70 cents. So you have money for your pocket change and for you to eat when you're there too. Because traveling to the place is not only the mission. How you eat, how you come back. You need pocket change. Why did something happen? You see, that this is why the difference between a professional and a novice. I mean, a person who don't know anything. I consider myself professional, not in the sense that I got money, but in the sense that I'm a community leader. I've led people in the community before, so I know all the needs of people in the community. When you ask them to do something, people ain't got money in our community. Many of the people ain't got money. So when you ask them to do something, you can't just send them the exact amount of money
Yes, sir.
to do it. How do people pay their way? How do we eat? How do they feel comfortable? How do they feel happy? More of people, since people not working, they receive no money for months. Where are they working? Government not sending them no money for 4 months and 3 months. Then you ask them to do something and you don't send them money to facilitate the process and you expect them to do it? They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. Just like my people in Canada, I'm there for them. Roland has a constant job. He has a full-time job, just like you. Although you're not making the same amount of him because he running a school. He got to take care of teachers. He got to set schedule. He got to buy supplies and everything for the school. So that's a different thing. I can't just leave him there to do it by himself. He ain't got money. Although the school make its own money, but sometimes the school don't have money too. So I got to monitor the school too. So whenever they're running low on flour or sugar or different things they need to teach the students, I send cash. I don't depend on Roland them to go find it. No. Wherever they bake, they sell. Wherever they bake, they sell. That's how they buy the supplies and things like that. But we can't depend on that as a means to make money. You see? That's why when they play the football game, wherever they register with, I try to keep it towards the school. Everything goes towards the school. You're not coming back to me. I'm not making no money for this thing. The people on the camp that need money. They need help. They need to change their lives. So those are all opportunities. When we do these things, they keep the money, keep the change, turn it to the school for people to go to the school, for the school to be able to function. And we got to do these things, Sam. We got to do it. And we got to understand how we're doing it. That's why I'm teaching my Liberian people. We can't be tight and say we want to do community service. No, you can't be tight with the money. The people that are working in Liberia, you can't expect them to take the pocket change you gave them to take taxes to go do your work. No. If you're sending them pocket change for themselves, then you got to send them money to do the job. You see, I can't send more than 50 a week or a month or every 2 months for himself. Then I expect him to take that same $50 and buy flour for the school. No. So when we're not selfish, when we understand that when we want to invest in something, it takes money. And you got to understand your investment before you do it, or it will fail, or you will lose. Because when you got people doing things for you, whether it's non-profit or whether it's charitable, I don't care what you call it, you got to give those people money for themselves. Especially people you in Liberia who are not working. You know, people, even if they're working, you know the government not paying people regularly. People getting paid every 3-4 months. People need money. So if you're sending them things to sell or to do and sending them money, and you're not sending them money for themselves too, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. Everything you do in Liberia, you gotta send the people money for themselves. So when you budget things to do in Liberia, always set money aside for the people for the salary, whether they getting paid for government, whether they part with you or not. Liberia is a poor country. The people don't get money, they don't get paid like here. So always make leeway for the people that are working with you to be happy. You know, then you know your business will go on. But you be tight, you expect them to more money to pay transportation and buy goods, or you tell them, oh man, just you your money, I will send you something later. Where do people get money from? They don't have money. Most of us ourselves don't have money. But when you want to invest, you got to take care of your people. When you take care of people and they realize that you care for them, they will do your work. They will do your work, but you got to make sure your people don't be hungry. You got to make sure they got transportation. You're going to buy them car or send them the money for the paying for the day anything. Okay? That's the way to do it. And we help our people. So for all of you in America who will help our people in Liberia, always remember, make a budget. Never leave the people out who you want to do the work. Never let them depend on their own will. You got to send them money. Is they giving them a salary, giving them a PM? Every time you tell them to do something, you got to send them money to do it. When there are two money you sending them money for their sale, and whenever they got to do something, you send them per diem to take taxi or bus or something. You know they got to travel. They're not free. So you always got to keep money for them because they got to eat. You want people to work for you, you got to make sure their stomach full. Empty bag cannot stand. You always remember that. So whether the people working for government or not, put a per diem in their pay so they can be able to buy their soda, their refreshment, their everything. Okay? Then when you send them on mission, get them money for transportation. Okay? Then you can't fail. You can't fail because they're happy. They got the transportation money. When they go in town, they got money to spend. Those girls and smile with them and all gonna, you know, they got them. Hey, right, Sam?
That's true.
Yeah, when I send you on mission, you want to be happy, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You want to be smiling, so you got to have money in your pocket. You can't smile without money in your pocket. A broker can't stand. So this is just to teach our people in the diaspora, our people at home. Okay, when you think about the people livelihood too, and know that they got to live too, just like you in America, they got to live. So whenever you send them money to do things, send their share. So, what I say, Sam?
Send a share whenever they're about to do something.
Send their share. Whenever you want the people in our bureau to do something for you, send their share.
So they can temper with the money you gave to
Yeah,
do the work.
more the money you gave them. Make them comfortable. Send
That's
their
true.
share. Send their share. Make them comfortable. Okay? Don't just say, oh, do that. Don't send their share. Send their share. What is it, sir?
Send a share
Send their share.
when they you send to do a work piece of work
Send their
to
share.
protect that money you gave them to do that work with.
Send their
Because they
share.
gotta protect that money, yes.
Send their share.
And the American people told us some time ago, if you want to do a perfect job, pay the man well.
But son,
If you want to get a good result, pay him well. Then he be satisfied.
that's it.
Then he will not steal.
That's it. That's it. You see that my people in Ghana, they know I got money. But whenever they call say dad, this, they got it. I will not hear my people hungry or my people need something and let it go. No. My last will share it. You know? But you gotta let people have a sense of life too, like you. Because they know you live in America. You know, and they know the circumstances. They know all of us not rich. They know all can help you. Yeah, but don't give them a job and don't send them nothing. You know, don't send them.
Unlike Liberia, where the lawmakers making huge amount,
Mhm.
but yet still they allot contract to themselves.
Yeah,
Conflict of interest. They take a contract instead of giving the ordinary contractor. They take it and run after and do the work. And the work is not perfect.
yeah. And you see another
Yeah.
when I tell my people to do something, I not want them for the money like that. You see, if I tell you do something, I send you money. If I ask you for receipt, the receipt is protect the entity, not
Hmm.
one check on you for the money. So I don't even look at the receipt. I just did a summary receipt, but I want to make sure we got receipt so when anything hit the fan, I can say, hey, we bought it officially. Yeah, the receipt. Yeah. But when I send my people money, I don't check on them. Sometimes I tell them, I send them extra. Way extra. I said, this money for you, this money for do this, keep the change. I don't care. Because when I allocate money for something, I tell the people who are dealing with, who giving me the money, I say I need $100 for this. Sometimes it's not $100, sometimes it's $80. But I put the per diem in there for the people who doing it, for the person who's gonna do it. I put an extra $20 in it, plus paying them too, plus giving them money too. I put an extra $20 in there while begging the people for them, and I give all that money to them. I say, yeah, it's the money. But I do this, that extra $20 for you. In addition to your pay, to all of that, I give you that extra $20 too. So you don't have to go and cut money short. I always want my people to have money. So when I beg for money, I don't beg for the exact amount. Maybe I'll beg for $10 more or $5, $15 more. All that money comes to you, even though I pay you still. But I want you to get the mission done. When I say do it this way, I want you to go out there and be happy and not steal or do anything and do exactly what I tell you, knowing that when you do it, you still got money coming. You don't got to cut nothing short. You don't got to lie. Because I live in a poor society. I know my society. I know my people like to live like American people. Everybody want to live well. Everybody want chop. Everybody want a little refreshment money. You know? So if the money there, it's there. When you get it, you go out just do what you gotta do and get receipt for all the things you gotta do. I'm asking you for receipt for all the money I give you. I care about that. But I just want to know that we're protected. Whatever you bought is new for the people that are working for. Whatever I tell you to do, do it. Make sure it's fulfilled. The money not an issue because I will not send you out to do things if I ain't got money to do it. That's why I go out and look for money. I go beg people for money, right people. I've been doing it for years. Right people for money, give me money. And people give me money because I do the things I say I will do. And people know that. People see results. So right now, Sunrise Forever, when they go out, when the president go on and talking, she can say we're doing things in Ghana. We're doing things because she can say that. Because she knows when she gets Chesson the money to do it, it's going to be done. And she does it every time she go out. That's part of her platform. And Sunrise Forever is a big organization in Rhode Island for Liberians. They got an office in a big downtown. They got an office downtown or in a big building. That's how this one, their staff, that white people on their staff, their board and things like that. So they're getting money, big money, not small money. To have an office downtown, you got to have big money. Then every Saturday, Sunrise Forever provides food for the Liberian community. Seafood. Seafood not cheap in America. Many times I eat crab legs here, lobster legs. This thing for the Sunrise Forever. Free. They ain't charging you for it. They get it free. When they get it, they call the community to come. You go, you get your little bag, you go home for the week. You know, they gave her all kind of things, man. They gave peanut butter, bread, donuts. I mean, they give supplies of things. That's a Liberian organization. Every Saturday they got it.
But I see no trace of it in Liberia.
No, because they can't send it to Liberia. How do you send it to Liberia? You gotta have shipment to send it to Liberia. For the Liberia, we got 12,000 people right here in Rhode Island who catching help, who need food. I tell you, I had the food in my house too. You come to my house now, you see a whole bag of donuts sitting here from Sunrise Forever, and good donut too. Not cheap donuts. Good donut. Good food from the restaurants and things. They send it to us. So now my wife, some of the donuts and things, she take it to school for the children to eat. When it's too much for us, we take some out. She take it to the school for the kids to have breakfast in the morning. Yeah, so it's not a small organization. And this woman has built her organization. I think Sunrise Forever got a Jeep and a van now. That's how big the people are. They got a Jeep and a van. So when these people invest in me, that's why I always go to them for money. I say, give me more money. And then my community get to. So she knows that everything I'm doing it. She give me the money. He come into my pocket. I'm doing it. And she know I got my own. Right now, I got $4,000 in my bank account. The state gave it to me to have program this year. But because of my hip replacement and all of this, all the people I was working with, they gone. So I can't have the program this year. But that $4,000 in the bank, I'm not touching that money, that grant. Enough for me. It's for me to do something with. Enough for me to touch. That money been in the bank since December. I haven't touched it. I forget about it because I don't have my money. If for me to do something, I want to have a concert. Or I tell everybody, I say, I want to have a concert, and everybody got a band. They want to come in Rhode Island, call me, let's arrange it. But it got to be a popular band because I want to make money too. So, and that $4,000 is to rent one of the best halls in Rhode Island. I know it'll be more than 4,000, but at least 4,000 is the starting point. That to rent a place where I can see 20,000 people or 30,000 people. That's what that kind of money is for. So I just got it sitting now, and it's a grant. It's free. The state gave it to me because
can Sunrise help flood victims in Liberia? Flood victims in rainy season. A lot of people are homeless nowadays.
Sunrise Forever is supporting school children. every year they go to Liberia, Ghana, and they carry backpacks, hundreds of backpacks. They started with 50. I think they go on to 100, 200, 300 plus now. In the backpack, they put copybooks, pencils, eraser, all kinds of things you need for school. Every bag is full. So then they take their whole team with them. They take about 4 or 5 people with them to Africa. Then they go up country, all over the place. That's a big organization, and they've been doing it for years, and people trust them. Yeah.
I've not heard of them here, and a lot of poor community schools, especially Broadville, Clay Ashland.
Not in the right place, Sam. Everybody can't hear about them, but they
It's true.
come to Liberia. But now that you know about them, when you listen over them, you hear when they're coming. Now that you own pay. In July of this year, they're having their big gala at the end of the month. My ad will be in it, me and my wife at the Chesson family. We're always in it. And it would be at a big place. The governors, all everybody will come that way. They make their big money for the year too. They make plenty money there too. People
Do they accept proposal to help school students? Do they accept proposal? Do they accept proposal for?
I don't know what the program is. Basically, they give out books.
I agree. And backpack, the book bags.
Yeah, backpack. That means and those things are they're not cheap, man. One of those backpacks it costs about $40 or $50 for a backpack.
I make a proposal and they help community schools around here.
Yeah, but yeah, right to Sunrise Forever. Go online. On Facebook, post Sunrise Forever Incorporated. The page will come up.
Okay.
And you see who to send all your requests to.
Okay.
Then maybe they will put you aside to the next time to come to Liberia, they will take care of you. But find one or two schools now. Don't find plenty of schools. Find one or two schools that you associated with and you wanted to help. When things get better with me myself, we'll do some things in Liberia because I got a school in Lofa County, the Milton Freeman High School.
Okay.
He's named after my grandfather, Milton Freeman.
What part of Lofa is that?
Bunjama. I went there before.
Bunjama, okay. In the capital of Bunjama. Okay.
High school, Milton Freeman High School. We were to invest into that high school, make it a top-notch school. So that one of the school, that the major school I want to invest in Liberia right now. Okay? Because Milton was loyal to my grandfather, he kept his name, and but he kept his name and he's progressive. So I told the last time that I saw Milton, I said, become mayor, I'm coming back here. This school I will take care of it too.
Is he still living?
I don't know. I left Liberia since 1980. You know that.
Oh, me long.
Yeah, Milton Freeman. I don't know but he was older guy. I don't think so. So I got his school to go back and take care. Sam, make your closing message after 8 o'clock.
Thank you for this wonderful program this Friday. We hope that tomorrow we'll bring a new things, but we got to discuss a lot of things. We didn't touch all now.
What you want?
Hopefully tomorrow. The public works thing we didn't go in detail. The legislative aspirants that have been raised.
What detail will go in? They told the public people to be back with lawyer. So we'll talk about the roads and all that kind of thing. As for the people at the anti-corruption thing, they changed the law. So they're saying that.
But I don't think they will be confirmed this year because when the house close, it will be next year when they return after elections. So I don't think they will confirm it this year.
Yeah, but
they put a hold on to everything.
Yeah, they got to disclose the assets. So go from there. Okay, Sam, we'll talk tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bro.
I will call you later.
Okay, take care. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my show for this morning. I hope you enjoyed it. TGIF, take care of yourself, enjoy life. That's all we got, man. That's all we got. This bitter little life. You know, every day I get up, as an educated man, I look at life differently. You know, I try to find out, why am I here? What contributions have I and can I still make to this world? When you're educated and you wake up, this life has a different kind of meaning to you. Okay? You evaluate yourself. You evaluate the things around you, the things that you impact every day. Every day you do that. Our life will not have meaning. Aluta. Continua. Have a good day, folks. I'll talk to you tomorrow.